All right, let's go ahead and divide whole numbers using remainder division. Our first problem is 7 into 329. So how many groups of 7 are there in 329? If 7 was a factor of 329, then we'll end up with a remainder of 0. If not, there will be some left over and we'll have to write a remainder. So the closest multiple of 7 without going over 7 times 4 is 28. If you all have ever watched The Price is Right, you want to use the Price is Right rules, the closest without going over, right? So then we're going to subtract here, and we need to borrow. That's why we talked about subtraction first. 12 minus 8 is 4. Now we're going to bring down that 9. So 7 goes into 49 exactly 7 times. So there's a remainder of 0. So 7 times 47 is exactly 329. So this is 47, remainder 0. Let's take 8 into 16250. 8 can't go into 1, but 8 can go into 16 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. So we get 0. I don't want to write down a 0 as a leading 0. I'm going to bring down this 2. 8 can't go into 2, so I'm going to go ahead and write a 0 there. And then bring down the 5. Closest multiple of 8 to 25 is 3 times 8 is 24. And it has a difference of 1. Bring down the 0. 8 goes into 10 one time with a remainder of 2. So this is 2, 0, 3, 1, remainder 2. What that means to me is that 16,250 is the same as 8 times 2031 plus 2, because there was a remainder of 2. So multiplication first before addition in our order of operations. We'll probably talk about that in a couple more videos with order of operations. But multiplication first, since it's more powerful, would give me 8, 24, 16 plus 2 is 16250. See that? That's what that means when I say that 8 into 16,250 is 2031 with a remainder of 2. That's what that means. All right, let's go ahead and now look at our third problem that says 791 divided by 20, and we have to set up that division like we have seen with the 20 on the outside and the 791 on the inside. 20 can't go into 7, but it can go into 79 3 times. 3 times 20 is 60 with a remainder of 19. Real close to 20, but we have to get closest without going over. So this remainder needs to be between 0 and this 1 less than this number. Let's bring down that 1. 2, 20 goes into 191 9 times. That's 180. And that gives us a remainder of 11. Again, my remainder can be anything between 0 and 1 less than this number. If it's equal to this number or more than this number, then I did my division wrong over here and it can go in more times. So this is going to be 39 with a remainder of 11. Okay. Five into 3, 2, 3,290. 5 can't go into 3, but it can go into 32 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. Difference of 2, bring down the 9. Closest multiple of 5 is 5 times 5 is 25. The difference of 4, bring down that 0. 5 goes into 40 exactly 8 times. 8 times 5 is 40 with a remainder of 0. So 658 exactly, remainder 0. Look at number 5 now. 24 into 1,104. This is tricky. I'm going to have to estimate probably to help me out that this is close to 20, and multiples of 20. 20 times 5 is 100. I'm going to try 5. It may be too big. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. 120 is bigger than 110, so that was too big. So I'm going to go back and try 4. This is why you're going to want to use pencil to do this instead of pen. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So borrow and subtract. 10 minus 6 is 4. 10 minus 9 is 1. 14 is less than 24, so I'm good. Let's bring down this 4. And this should be exactly 6. Oops. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So we should have 46 with a remainder of 0. Now let's try 43 into 4, 6, 3, 0, 2. I don't need that comma. So 43 goes into 46 one time with a remainder of 3. Bring down this 3. 43 goes into 33 0 times. Still 33, bring down the 0. 40 goes into 320 8 times. So let's try 8. So this is going to be 24. 32 plus 2 is 34 is too big. So let's try 7 instead. Um, 7 times 3 is 21. We have 7 times 4 is 28, plus 2 is 30. 301 is less than 330, so we're going to borrow and subtract to get a difference of 29. Bring down that 2. Then let's try 7. Since 7 times 40 is 280, is pretty close. So 7 times 3 is 21. 28 plus 2 is 30, is too big. So we're going to make this a 6 and try again. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. And subtract. Borrow and subtract. 12 minus 8 is 4. 8 minus 5 is 3. 34 is less than 43. We have a remainder of 34. So this is 1,076 with a remainder of 34. now at number 7, and that is 7287 divided by 12. So we're going to put 12 as our divisor on the outside. 7287 is what's called our dividend that's on the inside. And we're going to look for our quotient, which is our answer that's up top. It's the whole part, and our remainder. So 12 goes into 7 0 times. It goes into 72 exactly 6 times. That's an 8. 12 isn't going to go into 8 any times because 8 is smaller than 12. So we'll bring that 8 down and bring the 7 down with it. And then 7 times 12 is 84, which is the closest multiple of 12 with a difference of 3. So we have 607, remainder 3. Last problem, it's going to be a big number divided by a big number. So we have 46315 divided by 105. So if I put 105 on the outside, 46315. I'm not going to be able to get 105 into anything less here. It's not going to go into 4 or 46. It's going to have to go into 463. Just going to guess 100 goes into, this is a number between 400 and 500, so I'm going to guess 4 times. 5 times 4 is 20. 0 plus 2 is 2. 4 times 1 is 4. That looks good to me. 3 minus 0 is 3. 6 minus 2 is 4. Let's bring down that 1. Let's try another 4. It gives me 420 again. And that gives me 1 and 1. And then bring down that 5. Now 105 is going to go into 115 one time with a remainder of 10. That's 441, remainder 10. And you may be wondering why I didn't just do this on the calculator. The calculator is usually not good with remainder division. You usually have to have a very special calculator to have it give you a whole number remainder like this. Usually the calculators want to give you either fractional remainders or put a decimal point and put numbers after the decimal point. And that's not really helpful to us right now, where we're only dealing with whole numbers. We'll get there when we deal with fractions and decimals here very soon, but we're just not there right now. So we have to do this remainder division, which the calculator is not very good at. So it's best to just do that by hand. So that's it for this video, and we'll come back next time and do some application problems that have to do with division of whole numbers. So I'll see you for the next video.